Good morning, everybody, and first of all, let me start this video. We're going to do the talking first, and then we're going to do the song. Because, frankly, by the end of this song, I don't know if I'll be able to do the talky bit. First things first, let me say a very heartfelt thank you to everybody that commented. The frustration got to me yesterday on Facebook. For those of you that don't know, the Doc Moonshine album, EP, whatever you want to call it, Medicinal Spirits, is no longer available from online stores. And that's because of not a dispute, but something that me and the distribution company didn't agree on. We've sorted that out. There are no hard feelings, and I'll do business with them again. But let me say this much: if you're a cover artist, as I am, very, very difficult to make ground in the music business. You need all the help you can get as it is. And to release cover songs and make it viable is very, very difficult to do. So I would think very strongly before you do that. If you're writing your own material, you're talented enough to do that, then fair play to you. It's just as difficult, maybe more so, because you're gambling with a song that people don't know. Half the time you hear, oh, players one we know, but you do have one advantage there in that it makes the process a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about royalties and licensing and all that jazz. So that's the story there. It will be available at gigs, and if anybody wants copies, loads of physical copies, I can do them at will. So that's no problem there. Anyway, on to today's song. And, thank you for all that support. You guys are the reason I do this, and I do these videos. If I was in the music business for money, I'd be destitute. I said destitute, not anything else. But I do this because it's probably the only thing left I'm still good at. And I do this because of the pleasure it brings to people. There was a very short period in my life I didn't do this. And I didn't know what to do with myself, and I realised, as well as punishing myself, I was taking pleasure away from other people. Anyway, onto the song. This is a request from a very good friend of mine, Humphrey, who requested the Squeezebox Basics series. And this is a song written by Eric Bogle, who was a Australian Scotsman, if you will, and he wrote this about a trip he took to the battlefields of France around Ypres and into Belgium and Flanders Field, places like that. And he basically goes out for a long walk when he shouldn't, when the sun's a bit too high, and rests by this gravestone. Turns out, this is a true story. This man existed. This is a very Irish song. First heard this done by the legendary Furies, and I'm going to use their arrangement on this song. If you get a chance to go and see the Furies, or Fimber Fury by himself, by the way, don't pass it up, because these guys are geniuses. Anyway, the song's called The Green Fields of France. Well, how do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside and rest for a while neath the warm summer sun? I've been walking all day and I'm nearly done. I see by your gravestone you're only 19 when you joined the great fallen of 1916. I hope you died well, and I hope you died clean. Our young Willie McBride, was it slow and obscene? Did he beat the drum slowly? Did he play the fife lowly? Did he sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Did you leave a young wife or a sweetheart behind? In some faithful heart is your memory enshrined? Or did you die back in 1916? In that faithful heart, are you forever 19? Or are you a stranger without even a name, enclosed in forever behind the glass frame of an old photograph, torn and battered and stained and faded to yellow in a brown leather frame? Did he beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife slowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? The sun now shines on the green fields of France. There's a warm summer breeze, it makes the red poppies dance. The trenches all vanished, all under the plough. There's no gas, no barbed wire, there's no gunfire now. But here in this graveyard is still no man's land. The countless white crosses stand mute in the sand. To man's blind indifference, this fellow man, to a whole generation that were butchered and damned. Did he beat the drum slowly? Did he play the fife lowly? Did he sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? I'm Willie McBride, I can't help wonder why those that lie here know why did they die, and did they believe when they answered the call? Did they really believe that this war would end wars? Well, the sorrow, the suffering, the glory, the pain, the killing and dying, it was all done in vain. For young Willie McBride, it all happened again, and again, and again, and again, and again. They still beat the drum slowly, and they'll play the fife lonely, and they sound the death march as they lowered you down. And the band plays the last post and chorus, and the pipes play the flowers of the forest. The war to end all wars. That's their story.
Voiceover, camera, 10 minute, take picture, button, stop recording video.